On today's Arizona Daily Mix, it's here. NASCAR Championship Weekend is just days away, and we sit down with track president Latasha Cossie.
Plus, hairstylist Brenda Dussault is here to help us with our hair color. And if it's not exactly the right shade, never fear, there is hope. We've got all that and much more, and it all starts right now. Everyone, welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser.
And I am Brad Perry. Thanks for joining us this morning. Lexi is out and about today. Yeehaw, Lexi.
It's an interesting angle right there to start.
Yeah, that was.
That's right, Brad. Yeehaw is correct, because we are out here for the Turquoise Circuit Finals Rodeo out in Cave Creek. You see Briley right there. She's getting prepped because she's going to be barrel racing during our segment. So you're going to want to stick around for that, because this is the finals, which means she's really, really good at what she does.
So are you going to get on the horse too and do some barrel racing?
No, I don't
No,
think
you don't
so.
think so?
Yep. Teresa, don't doubt me, okay? I've been stretching. She's been teaching me a thing or two. Don't worry, guys. I'm ready to get it on.
I have no doubt that Lexi would be amazing at this, but my doubt is that the insurance would allow Lexi to get on the horse.
We got insurance here?
Yeah, no, we don't.
I was going to say,
Well,
what?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I've been trying to get on a horse at a rodeo since I've been at this job.
And
It's always like, you know what? Either we haven't paid our insurance premiums or we don't have that good insurance.
Then they got me out there playing football, doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, Kelly's got me like, Brad, you gotta pace, you gotta walk, you gotta run. You get no.
Maybe people are more concerned that my bones are brittle. They're not worried about you.
All right, Lexi, we'll check back in with you in just a little bit. I can't wait to
Brad,
see.
I don't know if you can feel it. Do you feel excitement in the air?
Oh, yes, I'm sure I can, because people all over the city are bringing out all the stops for NASCAR Championship Weekend, and we're very excited about this one.
Oh, yeah. Take a look at the special NASCAR-themed corn maze over out at Schnepp Farms. You know, every year they usually do like a celebrity face.
Yeah.
You know, I know you've covered this story for years, but this year they're doing something special, and it's NASCAR. See it? It says NASCAR Championship. And,
10 acres.
And their logo.
10 acres of NASCAR Championship Weekend out there. Now, I would say they used to have like more and more acres, but again, they've been doing different things out there and stuff. But this is so amazing that you can go check this out. Also, you can check out the legendary Pumpkin and Chili party now through October 31st.
Have you been to that?
The chili party?
Yeah, the pumpkin and chili party.
I started the chili party. I started. That's how old I am. I started the chili party. I'll tell you, it was hot tamale at Chili Today.
Oh, wow.
Chili Today hot tamale.
Chili Today hot tamale.
Yes, see, I
Dad
started off.
jokes are free here.
Thank
We're
you.
just giving them out. We don't charge. What about at the zoo?
Oh, so tomorrow at the zoo, Raja, the tiger, will be predicting the winner of the NASCAR Cup race series. So
yeah,
we'll see what
apparently
happens.
the Tiger has been pretty good with predicting the winners.
Yeah, so
they do that every year. With the NASCAR Championship Weekend right around the corner, as we've been saying, I don't know if we've mentioned that. It's coming up.
Guess what? NASCAR weekend.
NASCAR this weekend. We did want to take a moment and highlight one of the incredible people leading the charge over at Phoenix Raceway.
Yeah, Latasha Cossie made history when she became NASCAR's track president right here in Phoenix.
I sat down with Latasha to talk about her path to the top.
All right, well, I am so thrilled to be here tonight for my first race as track president.
In 2022, you made history by becoming the first Black female track president in the 75 years that NASCAR had existed up to that point. Were you a NASCAR fan?
No, I can't say I was a NASCAR fan. I honestly, I became a NASCAR fan, but honestly knew nothing about the true sport of NASCAR.
How do you fan? Are you somebody who like sits quietly? Are you nervous? Do you yell?
No, at a NASCAR race, you don't necessarily have to yell. The sound is doing all the noise for you, right? So you don't necessarily have to yell. But now that I've gotten to know the sport, but also gotten to know actual drivers and teams, I get really excited. I get like more emotional than anything because, you know, I've gotten to know them and I'm like, oh, yes, Ryan Blaney, or oh, yes, Raja Carruth. And I'm like super excited.
You've been described as, I'm quoting, a walking party. So I'm wondering, how important is it to you as a leader to reflect the joyfulness of the job?
Yes, well, you know, I have been described as a walking party for a very long time. I think it's just the nature of my personality is just that we should be having fun as much as we can. And I really put that on my team as well. I want them to have fun. If my team's not having fun, then our fans can't have a good time. And so I also want them to be in an environment, you know, that when you're smiling and when you're laughing, you're your best self, right? And so I want them to be in that type of environment too.
You've been extremely successful. Obviously, in your career, you have a couple of teenage boys.
Yes.
How do you model success for them?
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting. Like you said, I have a 13 and a 17-year-old, and you know, there are these days when you know you're at work and you're like, oh, everything's so great, right? And then you're at home and you know you're with your husband and you know and your family, and you're like, oh, everything's so great, right? But then like when things are not great, you're like, oh, I'm the worst mom in the world, right? And so you get this mom guilt, or you get these things, right? Because life happens and life, you know, lives. My priority is always mom. I think that there is just this balance of, you know, having a support system, having people around you, but also prioritization.
You've gone around in the car, right, with the driver.
course.
What's the fastest you've gone?
Well, no, so I have not gone around in a car with a driver. I'm always on the track doing pace car rides. I drive myself. I've driven others around the track. I'm not going in with the driver. For now that I built these relationships, I already know what those drivers are going to do to make sure that I'm as terrified as possible. So I have not done that yet. I'll get back to you on that. But you know they go, I mean, 200 miles per hour, and I mean, I just can't quite process that.
Do you feel pressure to perform because you are the first?
You know, I wouldn't per se say I feel pressure to perform because I am the first. Am I going to provide opportunities for others, for other young girls, young boys even, really provide opportunities to inspire others and open doors, right? Am I going to be a voice for the voiceless? So I feel like that's where the pressure is like, what am I going to do? What can I do? You know, I've worked really hard to get to this position. My resume tells everything that it needs to say. It's just I so happen to be a black woman and just so happen to be the first to take on this role. But I knew what I could bring to NASCAR with a phenomenal team around me.
You mentioned that you're a Valley native.
Yes.
I have to ask, what were you like in high school?
Well, I like to say I was pretty cool in high school, but I played in the band. I played the flute in the band, the marching band. One thing that my mom always says, she was super involved. She'd say I have like the most diverse group of friends, right? Like I would have, you know, my friends who have absolutely nothing to do with the band, have my band friends, and I would connect everybody. So I would say I probably naturally have always been like a connector, but didn't really know it.
Well, when you pull up with the flute case, I mean, everyone's impressed.
I mean, it's the coolest thing.
Obviously. Well, this month at CW, we're celebrating remarkable women, of course. What makes a woman remarkable, and who were some of the remarkable women in your life?
Yeah, well, you know, I would say first, starting with the remarkable women in my life, I could probably, you know, go through a list. But of course, my mom, I mean, she's phenomenal. If not for my parents, I would not be able to work the way that I do. They have, you know, helped us tremendously with our kids still to this day, helping us raise those kids as well. You know, it takes a village. I also like to say Julie Giese, right? If not for Julie, I wouldn't have this opportunity truly at NASCAR. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of this opportunity. She saw something in me that, you know, I didn't see in myself. She's been phenomenal. She's been a phenomenal support system as well. Even though we are peers, I see her more as a mentor of mine. And I definitely think that I have multiple Julies in my life, but Julie Giese has been phenomenal.
And we should say she was the previous track president at Phoenix Raceway.
Yes.
And definitely like part of a sisterhood.
Yes, 100% part of a sisterhood. You know, when she came here, you know, I was here to support her and help her as she was going to do something so major by investing so much money and recreating truly Phoenix Raceway. And she needed the community to support her, and she had someone like me that can help her with those connections, and she did a phenomenal job of recreating. I mean, there's nothing like Phoenix Raceway. It's special, and it's special in so many ways, not just because of the facility itself, but the people, and a lot of that has to do with her.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down, and we can't wait for this season at Phoenix Raceway.
Well, thank you. I can't wait either.
All right, the entire NASCAR season is down to just one last race. for the NASCAR Xfinity Series title, and it all happens here in our own backyard. That's right, this Saturday. Don't miss NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race. If we haven't mentioned it, happens at Phoenix Raceway. Coverage begins at 3:30 here on the CW7 Arizona, and we'll be out there Friday. Come check us out.
Later in the show, and equally as exciting, registered dietitian Kristen Carley shows us why cooking with pumpkin is not only seasonal, it's also healthy.
But first, our championship rodeo queen, Lexi, gives us a preview of this weekend's Cave Creek Rodeo. That's next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Turquoise Circuit Finals Rodeo.
I am out here because it is time for the Turquoise Circuit Finals Rodeo, and with me is James, who is the president. Can you tell me what's happening this weekend?
Well, we've got a big finals lined up. All the top contestants from all over the Southwest, New Mexico and Arizona are here to compete. The 27 rodeo season is over. The top 12 in every event are going to be here, all 9 events. It's going to be an exciting weekend of just action-packed rodeo action.
And so we also should mention that it is Halloween on Friday, so still come out to rodeo because there will be some festivities.
Bring your costumes. There will be a contest for the best costume here at the rodeo. We will have a trunk or treat at the front gate as the kids are walking in. Contestants, personnel, everybody's going to be a part of it. Rodeo queens, a lot of people in costume as well.
So you mentioned the rodeo queens. Can you tell me a little bit about them and what they do, how they get here?
Well, the rodeo queens have to compete for their titles. They're not just a pretty face. They're all cowgirls. They're actually really good at what they do, riding. But they go to the schools, the churches, the senior citizen homes. They visit and spread the good word of agriculture, of rodeo, of the Southwest way of living.
And so we are out here. This is the Turquoise Finals. This is a circuit. There are, you said, 13, including Canada, circuits around. Tell me a little bit about the Turquoise Circuit as a whole.
As a whole, we have some of the top contestants in the world. We have 5 contestants, not including Breakaway. We have 3 of those. They're also going to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, which is the largest rodeo in the world, the #1 rodeo in the world, really, that everybody's chasing. This is one of those coveted buckles as well. This is your stepping stone. This is the way you get there. There's 3 large major rodeos. There's Circuit Finals, there's the NFR Open, then the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. That's the Triple Crown. If you can do it and pull that off, you'll be remembered for the rest of your life.
And it's never been done, but you guys are still hoping that someone may do it. And tell me one more time what's going to be going on this weekend. What events are people going to see?
Oh, they're going to see bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, breakaway roping, barrel racing. You see, we got Briley, one of the best in our circuit, here with us today. We've got steer wrestling, steer roping will be earlier, team roping, and we've got the #2 team in the world in team roping with us. Like I said, we have 5 contestants here with us. Bull riders, we have the best of the best down here.
That's for sure. And if someone wants to come, check you guys out, see the finals, where can they get tickets?
TurquoiseCircuitFinalsRodeo.com. It's online. Watch out for the scammers. We all know that's out there. Be careful where you buy your tickets. That's the only place you can get the tickets, and it's worth it. You're going to have a great time out here. The weather's beautiful. This place is awesome.
Sure. That is totally for sure. Come on out here. I'm going to head on over to Brady. You mentioned bull riding. So he is a bull rider. Tell me a little bit about this, what we are seeing in front of us.
All right, so the main thing is it's your money maker. This is your bull rope. There's 2 different styles, Brazilian and American. I ride Brazilian, that's the main necessity you need. These and your spurs. These are the two main things that you need to stay on these big old bulls and get money won. But the regulations nowadays, you got to have a helmet and a vest.
That's awesome.
You know, it protects you. You know, so.
So
good.
tell me a little, what's the longest you stayed, and what are we going to see this weekend?
Like longest I've stayed on? So I'd say 10 seconds is what I shoot for every time.
Okay.
You're supposed to stay on for 8 seconds, but 10
So we're going to
seconds.
see 10 this weekend,
You're going to see it,
Okay.
yep.
And
yep.
what day are you competing so people can come out here and see it?
It'll be Friday and Saturday.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to head on over to Briley now. She is a rookie, and she does barrel racing. Okay, I'm going to climb on up so I can reach you. Tell me a little bit, so she's a rookie. What's your rookie year been like?
It's been amazing. It's been so fun, filled with so many adventures, and I've enjoyed it so much.
And what goes into preparation for barrel racing?
So preparation is a lot about your horse, making sure he feels good, he looks good, a lot of body work and a lot of working in the barrels just to make sure he's ready.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And as always, you can head to the CW7AZ.com for more information and to come on out here and watch the finals.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Turquoise Circuit Finals Rodeo.
All right, coming up, we're talking about championship common hair color mistakes and how to fix them. Next on the Arizona Daily Mix.
Hey, it happens. If your hair color isn't quite exactly what you thought it was going to be, hairstylist Brenda Dussault is here to show us how to fix it. Welcome.
Welcome, Miss Teresa. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
I don't know anybody who hasn't experienced this, whether you went too light or too dark, or maybe you got highlights and they look brassy. Everyone's had a mishap with their color.
Over-processed, breaking off type of thing, which is what it is that's going on with this client that I have. That I had to take her into the color correction zone, which is a lengthy process. So we have a little video because we want to show you starting off how I start the process. This is a before. It's me consulting with her. She has gray roots. She has very brassy color. She had been doing an all over color plus highlights on top of that. I told her, okay, first of all, here's a dry cut. We're getting rid of all of the messy ends that we do not want to color because they won't hold color anyways because they're so fried.
I know every time I have to get even like a ½ inch trimmed, I'm upset.
Yes.
But I know it's for my own good.
It's not, and like with her, it was for her own good. And as you can see, we're almost doing like a reverse type of low light. So I'm low lighting and highlighting at the same time. I'm low lighting the more damaged hair because it takes the less chemical. And then I'm highlighting the darker hair. I want to balance it out, and then I'm just doing like a little color blend on her roots because we no longer want to do it all over color on her roots. We want to blend her natural gray in with some high and low lights and make it look more natural, which is really what you're seeing the trend coming into, right? These more lived-in looks, these more, I want more of my natural blonde, these teddy bear bronze or blondes, whatever you're going to want to call them, but that's what you're seeing more of. And if we look at Miss Maddie here.
And by the way, we are going to show you the after of that in just a moment.
At the end, so stay tuned. But like with Maddie here, as you can see, we have some kind of growth coming in, but you see how well it's blending?
Yeah.
Okay, so as she has come in, we have done less and less foils, right? So less areas that are blonde because we want to incorporate more of her natural color in. So as it's growing out, that you're not getting that severe line of demarcation that you do not want. And then a lot of times when she comes, we'll just either add low lights, maybe a few highlights, but the whole idea, the big picture here is that we want to incorporate more of her natural color, whether you're gray, whether you're dark blonde, whether you're brunette, everything you want to get more natural, more of a tone on tone color and not this far outlandish, highly chemicaled, overly processed hair.
Maddie looks great, and
Yes.
I should say she's part of our crew here.
She is.
She is usually behind the camera.
She
and doesn't love it.
is.
She doesn't love being front and center, even though God gave her those looks.
That's right. But look how beautiful her blonde can stay even after months
color's
of not
great.
touching up. Right.
Yeah.
So it can stay really well. And there's some maintenance products like here, treatment shampoos, softening products, not too harsh. These kind of shine products that help with the grow out if it's a little dull, that kind of thing. This is K18 product is spectacular. It's literally a mask, but it's a leave-in mask, which is very unusual. You leave it in 4 minutes before you start styling, but it rebonds, it rebuilds at a molecular level.
So wait, you wash and condition.
Yes.
And then you.
Well, you
put
didn't have
this
to
in.
condition. You wash, brush through your hair, take out some of the excess water, and you are going to put these in your ends, and you're going to comb it through. You're going to wait 4 minutes.
Okay.
Then you're going to style, no rinse. It's fabulous for restoring, rebalancing,
Every time.
restoring the hair.
Every time Brenda Dussault is here, I always end up buying what she tells me, and I've never regretted it.
Well, these new bonding products like this that actually can restore the bonding in your hair that gets broken down, they're fabulous for that. They're really kind of coming all over the market, but K18 especially has a wonderful
And I'll
product.
say, you do an incredible job with Maddie's hair, not just aesthetically, but her hair looks healthy even though she's a blonde.
And believe me, that was a thing.
Yes.
Because her ends were constantly breaking, and we needed to make sure that we restore the end. So the product like this helps, these treatment shampoo and conditioner helps, and then we
You know, our
slowly kept
producer
it trimmed.
just came out with the dry erase board. She wants me to throw the photos,
All right.
the after photos
Woohoo.
of your beautiful client.
Yeah, so let's go to the after and see what she ended up with. As you can see, we were able to blend her regrowth. We got some light and dark in there, but can you see the progression from the root down to the ends? It's more of a natural progression, and I do have to say she was on the fine, kind of thinner hair.
Yeah.
And it also made it look thicker by just putting the two-tone and the dimensional color in there, but not too far off. Her grow will be similar to Maddie's, as we showed you, that as this regrowth comes out, it's gonna look more blended, so you're not gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I have these roots. But and then
Masterful.
cutting it, took off the
Masterful.
bad ends, and then got a great little trendy bob.
Masterful cut and color. Brenda
you.
Dussault. Maddie, thank you. Brenda, if people want to come see you for a consult, what's the best way to
Just
find
go to
you?
my website, brenda.cc, and I have all my information.
Links also on our website, cw7az.com. Thank you.
Coming up, Wally checks out the new Sands Kia in surprise. Stay with us on the Arizona Daily Mix. Welcome to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix.
There's still a lot more to come on the show today.
Yes, there is. And if you're looking for a new car, there's a new dealership in town, and Wally gives us a tour.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Sands Kia.
Well, hi, and welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Drives. What better place to start a weekend drive than a brand new Kia dealership? We're out here at Sands Kia, just off the 303 and Cactus. I mean, just off the 303. It's right there. New dealership out here, huge. Got to be one of the bigger dealerships I've been to. Well over 500 cars in stock, a service department that will make every gearhead out here drool for sure. And if you're looking for parts to keep your Kia, the parts department is loaded up too. Wonder what's going on inside? Let's go check it out. Well, the first thing you're going to want to know when you come inside, how fast can you do a 100-yard dash? Because that's about as big as the showroom is. You got your sedans, you got your small SUVs. It makes no difference what you're looking for here for a vehicle. Kia has what you need. And maybe you're looking for an electric vehicle. They got some rockin' electric vehicles too. Definitely real important to come out here and check this out. Like I said, they got over 500 cars here on the lot. If you can't find a car here to buy, especially a Kia with all the great technology they have, you can't find one anywhere. Here at Sands Kia, they respect everybody's privacy. As you can see, if you come in to make a deal here, you are in an individual office with smoked glass right here that you can't see through. Sands Kia, always looking out for your privacy. We're inside in the lounge. If you look around, pretty comfortable. All the chairs are new, brightly colored. Look at that TV over my shoulder. That thing is huge too. Man, I'll tell you what, if you can't get comfortable and get your service here, I'd be surprised. Well, one thing you know for certain, when you buy a brand new Kia, it really makes a big difference to keep it 100% Kia. How do you do that? You keep up with all your maintenance. Maintenance is so important, and the way cars are built nowadays, if you maintain them, they'll go 200,000-300,000 miles, no problem. One thing's for sure, a crack service crew as far as writing you up, getting all your maintenance taken care of, and letting you know with that 14-point inspection what you need and what you don't need. It all leads to back here. Come on, we're gonna check out the service department too. This is where all the work is done. It's huge. Again, it's about 100-yard square back here. So when you think about all the different lifts, we counted them. They have 31 different lifts going on here that you could actually be servicing 31 different cars at the same time. So whether that's tires, whether that's oil changes, whether that's fixing a windshield, or maybe just getting a good alignment, this is a brand new state-of-the-art alignment rack here used with lasers. Now, if you look off to the side, you see tire mounting and tire balancing machines right there. So when you bring your Sands Kia back to the service department, maybe you want your tires rotated, it's all about getting the maximum performance and mileage out of those tires and saving you money. Hey, way down here at the other end of the building, actually it's all in the parts department, believe it or not, checking out some serpentine belts right here that I might be needing. But as I walk through here, this, just like the whole dealership, Everything is huge. They have enough tires to probably put tires on half the vehicles here in town. And if you look at all the parts, again, we talked about keeping your Kia 100% Kia. This is how you do it. Now, whether it's just a simple battery change, maybe tires, or like we saw outside, maybe you need a new transmission. You never know what it is, but you can bet at Sands Kia right here, they have all the parts to keep your Kia 100% Kia. Well, that's going to do it for this look at the brand new Sands Kia dealership out here in Surprise. But remember, Halloween's right around the corner. Don't get tricked into getting a bad car deal or bad service. Come on out here to Sands Kia. Get treated to the best deal in town for sure. But don't take my word for it. Ask these guys.
Sands Kia has prices you can sink your teeth into. I didn't lose my head getting a good deal at Sands Kia.
I think I'll trade my broom in for a new Kia Sportage. This brand new dealership is amazing.
Come on down to the new Sands Kia in Surprise before the best deals disappear.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Sands Kia.
Coming up, when a local oncology nurse saw a need for nutritious juices for her patients, she thought, hey, others might enjoy these as well. We are going to get a taste. That's coming up next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Fresh Blends LLC.
Local First Fall Fest is about bringing local business together in one place, and we're excited to have Versa May's Fresh Blends, one of the many businesses you can check out at this year's Fall Fest. And we have Versa May with us. And who's this young man next to you?
Carr.
There it is right there. Carr, how you doing?
Doing
We're
well.
doing fine.
Good. All right, let's talk about first the story about how this juice came about, because it is something that was needed and you saw how important that was.
Okay, this started with my job as an oncology nurse and working in the infusion center. We had a lot of patients that were experiencing vomiting and not being able to eat or drink anything. And so watermelon was our very first flavor because it contains a lot of nutrients that patients needed. And so I came up with the watermelon as our first drink, and it was a real helpful thing for our patients needing the hydration with water primarily.
Yeah, and the thing you also saw too is that some of the stuff that is out there wasn't good for them because it either had way too much sugar in it or too much salt, different things that were not making them feel good.
Exactly. And so this was helpful with watermelon has lycopene in there, it has citrulline in there, and those are things that are helpful in managing your blood pressure. And so that was something where we would conquer two problems at once and maintaining the hydration that was necessary.
I like it. All right, let's talk about the different flavors now and the way that you all do this, because again, it's very small kitchen.
Yes.
But you guys have a big punch in the community that you're starting to do a little bit. So
Absolutely. So first of all, I'll start off with our Berrylicious. This is blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Secondly, we have pineapple mango. Thirdly, we have Island Surprise, pineapple, peach, papayas, and strawberries. Then we have watermelon. And then we also have, finally, Strawberry Surprise. This is strawberries, blueberries, peaches, pineapples, and honeydew melon all in one. And so all of these have water, fruit, and lemon. We don't add any sugars or preservatives or syrups. And so a lot of our customers love these because they're not overly sweet.
yeah, and that's so important there because again, as you said, you found that this was something needed for those that were going through treatment, different stuff, and having to keep something down. Let's talk about Local First and how they've been helping you, because you guys actually don't have a brick and mortar, it's more pop-up, right?
Absolutely. We started off, this business was started here in Arizona a year ago, but overall 10 years ago. And so we started off with Local First. We're part of their kitchen on 659 East Main Street in Mesa, Arizona. So that's where the magic happens. But each week we participate in events. North Scottsdale Farmers Market, we're in Desert West, Park West Farmers Market. We do events all over the valley. We're in the upcoming Arizona Jazz Fest, we're in Fall Festival, and we're in the Hondo Rodeo Fest at Chase Field. So we'll be in all three of those events November 7th through 9th. Fall Fest, Hondo Fest, and Jazz Fest.
I love it. Okay, I got to get a little taste here because we got the taster over there. So which one do you want to have me taste first?
Gotcha.
So
I'm gonna give you the number one right now. This is fresh watermelon.
I like that. As they're pouring that out, let's talk about how you can see, of course, the juice. Okay, you got me already. So I'm like, already.
Let me know what you think. Oh, see, I love
that's
that.
good. All right,
I
go to the
love
next one. You know, you can catch them at the Fall Festival, which is November 8th, down at Margaret T. Hansen Park from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit localfirst@az.com/fallfest. So it's gonna be really good. Okay, what's my next
Try
one?
that Island Surprise.
Island
Pineapple,
Surprise.
peaches, papayas, and strawberries.
Ooh, that's it right there. We got it. We got it. There it is. All right, I love it. It tastes good. You got to check them out. Thank you for coming in.
I love you. Thank you for having us.
All right.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Fresh Blends LLC. The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of Green Valley by Camelback Nutrition and Wellness.
Pumpkin, it isn't just for pie. It's versatile, it's seasonal, and it adds so much flavor to dishes for breakfast, desserts, and so much more. Registered dietitian Kristen Carley is here to celebrate pumpkin season. Welcome.
Yay, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be back and partnering with Green Valley. It's pumpkin season. This is one of my favorite seasons. I really love it, and pumpkin can be used for so much more than pumpkin pie. So I highly recommend stocking up on your Green Valley organic pumpkin. These are sold at Costco. You get the 6-pack. And we're gonna talk about a bunch of different recipes that you can use them in.
Because you will use the 6-pack. Don't freak out that you're getting the Costco size, because it's actually versatile. As I said in the intro, there are a bunch of dishes here, and of course, like things that you aren't making today that you can put it in like smoothies.
Absolutely, yeah. We talked about smoothies. I actually really love doing baked goods for my son. You know, pumpkin is a vegetable, right? So pumpkin is good for you. It's rich in vitamin A. It's a good source of fiber. So I'm always trying to sneak it in wherever possible. But this one's a really fun recipe. This is pumpkin baked oatmeal. So this has all those warming spices that we're used to this time of year. Some pumpkin pie spice, and it's perfect because it's baked. So you do a little bit of prep on the weekend, slice it up, and then your easy grab and go breakfast is ready for you. You can just grab it on the way out.
Because like I have teenagers, so this is something they could grab, put it in a napkin and go, or have before prep.
You don't need to,
you don't need a spoon and a bowl. Also, even though it's a breakfast food, you could have it as a snack after school.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's a perfect thing to prep. I love this sort of thing. Also, it's incredibly nutritious, right? The other thing, if we're thinking of breakfast, we've got some pumpkin protein pancakes. So what I did here is I made pumpkin pancakes, but I also added in a scoop of vanilla protein powder. That helps with the sweetness, but it also adds protein. So this gets like a little bit more filling than your typical pancakes, right? You normally see that blood sugar crash with just normal pancakes. Protein will keep you fuller, longer, so it ends up being a really healthy breakfast.
If you add pumpkin, you're adding fiber to your pancake.
And vitamin A, we love it.
And all people do is talk about the importance of fiber.
Yeah.
And does pumpkin have a lot? I mean, I know it's a gourd.
Yeah, definitely. You know, fiber is that one nutrient that most Americans are not getting enough of. And if we did intake enough of it, it would really make the biggest impact in terms of health. So really any fruit and vegetable has fiber, but pumpkin does have
delicious.
Yeah.
I love this pancake.
Oh, good. And then savory options here. We've got some pumpkin stuffed pepper. So this is quinoa, black beans, corn, mixed together with some pumpkin in there. And then I stuffed it inside some peppers, sprinkled on some cheese. This is a good dinner, right?
Very hearty for those freezing cold Phoenix nights that can get down to 76.
Oh, yeah.
Get out your sweater and your stuffed peppers.
I love it. This is a vegetarian meal here. I also love putting pumpkin in chili this time of year. It's a great option. So good.
That
one of my favorites.
Yes. Ooh, and chili. Okay, good.
And then for dessert, we've got some pumpkin yogurt bark. This is high protein again because I use some Greek yogurt, some pumpkin, I use maple syrup, and I spread it out on a baking sheet and froze it. And you see I put a few different variety of toppings on here. I've got some pumpkin seeds to go with the theme. I've got some dried cranberries that are very seasonal, and I've got some chocolate chips, which is a hit with my toddler.
Well, since you are a registered dietitian, tell me about this dessert in terms of because that's actually pretty healthy.
Totally, yeah. And when we think about desserts, the real thing that we're struggling with, right, is the sugar content.
Right.
And sugar's not great for us, but sugar is better in the body when you combine it with protein and fat, right?
It helps absorb so your blood sugar doesn't spike as high. Exactly. That's what the pumpkin's doing.
Yeah, so the pumpkin and then the Greek yogurt has high protein in it. So that actually really helps you there. But that's an amazing dessert that I love. My toddler loves that. I really like choosing Green Valley because the only ingredient in the can is pumpkin.
That's
no
it.
additives, no fillers. So you can really use it for a lot of different things.
Get a good look at that, right? Like they say you should eat the rainbow, but look at that brilliant, rich color and not just screaming phytonutrients.
Exactly.
Right? Your eyesight that you're going to use to look at these recipes on our website, which is cw7az.com. Kristen Carley with the pumpkin recipes that are to die for. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Green Valley by Camelback Nutrition and Wellness.
If you stop taking weight loss pills, what happens next? Well, we'll find out, so stay with us here on the Arizona Daily Mix.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Tonum Health.
Weight loss drugs, they've helped millions. But what happens when you stop taking them? New research from Tonum Health and Duke University shows how to maintain metabolism naturally. And I recently spoke with biochemist, clinical dietitian, and member of Tonum Health's Scientific Advisory Board, Sean Wells, about the new study. Good morning. I'm so excited to have you here. I have so many questions, like many of us, about GLP-1s. But I think the big question is, if you don't want to stay on them forever, how do you keep the weight off? How do you go off of them successfully?
Great question. When 16% of the population is either on them or has been on them, and I would say that number is actually much higher because of compounding pharmacies and people just buying online. But we see about 2 out of 3 people within 12 months get off of these medications because of so many side effects: the heartburn, the constipation, the fatigue, the insomnia. And what we see is that most of their weight loss, about 60% potentially, is bone and muscle, which is not ideal. And then when they get off of these medications, they end up gaining almost all of the weight back. And unfortunately, the weight that they're gaining is fat mass. So this is where many people are wanting to get off of this roller coaster of side effects and a crashing metabolism to find some other solution.
I'm curious if any supplements have been shown to influence GLP-1 pathways.
There is one studied by Duke University, and I'm on the scientific advisory board of Tonum Health. And the product is Modus, a multiple ingredient formula that's studied by Duke for 6 months. And there's an extension of 6 to 12 months happening with these participants to study them even further. But during this 6 months, we saw 10.5% weight loss on average and 14.5% for those doing ideal exercise and diet. And 87% of that weight loss was fat mass. And we also saw energy improve, as well as inflammation and other markers improve of longevity and wellness. So it's been really exciting seeing this data where people are having incredible benefits without the side effects.
Can you tell me more about the study you just mentioned and why it's so promising?
Yeah, to have a 6-month study, we're really bridging pharma and dietary supplements here when we're studying 100 people and doing it at Duke University, a gold standard out of Raleigh, Durham area. And this is incredible to study something this long, this in-depth. We were using wearable technology. We were looking at all of the aspects of their health. And again, we're going beyond that to where we're studying 18 months out potentially. And this is just unprecedented, where we're really rivaling pharmaceutical studies in some ways. And this just doesn't happen in dietary supplements. So we can believe the data that we're getting, which is what makes it really exciting.
so many changes right now in this incredibly important area of study. Where can people go for more information?
Tonum.com, T-O-N-U-M, tonum.com, and the product is Motus, M-O-T-U-S.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Tonum Health.
Whether you're competing, coordinating in-game comms, or powering through your workflow, Logitech has you covered with their newly announced lineup of products.
That's right. Alyssa Bergamini is standing by with the best new releases from Logitech at the best prices in this week's epic discounts from Consumer Resources, bestreviews.com.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Best Reviews.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Melissa Bergamini. Scan the QR code on your screen to shop and save. And today we're showcasing Logitech's newly announced line of products. So let's jump right in. Get ready to feel the road like never before with the Logitech G Racing system. The RS50 base delivers 8 nanometers of direct drive peak torque with true force feedback, letting you feel every turn and every bump. The RS wheel hub has 13 programmable buttons, adjustable pad shifters, and quick release for fast swaps. It's customizable and compatible with PlayStation 5, 4, Windows, and more. Next, the Logitech G Astro A20X Lightspeed wireless gaming headset. Weighing under a pound for total comfort, it features PlaySync audio for seamless switching between Xbox, PlayStation Switch, and PC. Enjoy ultra-clear communication with a high-res microphone and Blue Voice tech. Customizable 8-zone LightSync RGB adds style, while 40mm Pro G drivers delivers immersive audio. Connect via 24-bit Lightspeed wireless Bluetooth or USB-C. Now, meet the Logitech MX Master 4 mouse. It is for creators and professionals who demand so much more. Feel your work come to life with customizable haptic feedback that enhances shortcuts as well as notifications. The new Actions ring brings up tools with a gesture and scroll up to 1,000 lines per second and stop precisely with the mag speed wheel. Connect via USB-C dongle or Bluetooth for flexibility as well. With ergonomic design, thumb scroll, as well as quiet clicks, it is the ultimate productivity partner. Finally, the Logitech Signature Slim Solar Plus K980 keyboard. It is a full-size wireless keyboard that types instantly under any light with Logi Light Charge technology. With a decade-long battery life and up to 10 million keystrokes, you can automate your day with smart actions and easily switch between devices like your PC, phone, or tablet, all via Bluetooth. Let's take one last look at Logitech's latest line of products. Get them before they sell out. Head to epicdiscounts.com or scan the QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar.
You can find more on the products and where to buy them over on our website, cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Best Reviews.
This Thursday, strike up the band and get ready for another week of Fiesta Bowl High School Football Showdown. It all starts with the Arizona Daily Mix Pep Rally. That's Thursday morning, live from the campuses of Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain High, as we get you ready for the black and blue rivalry game on Thursday night when the Badgers take on the Bears. It's all Thursday here on CW7 Arizona.
That's right. All right, 6-7. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Tomorrow on the show, we are hitting the trails with Dr. Art Mullen, show how to prep for his upcoming 10K run.
And we'll bust the myths about black cats. They are not unlucky.
They're not.
I
They're
have
lucky.
one, and he's very lucky.
See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we didn't even mention Chocolate Day.
Well, because she's counting us down.
I know.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Sands Kia, Best Reviews, Camelback Nutrition and Wellness, Green Valley, Turquoise Circuit Finals Rodeo, Tonum Health, and Fresh Blends LLC.